putting yourself out there on the internet, whether it's a podcast like we're doing right now, whether it's a video in your early days of your LinkedIn, you know, putting content out there is really scary. I've seen many advisors just stop right there because it's scary. What advice would you give content creators in finance to like nudge them to take the first step and just go, just start creating, learn. You're going to mess some stuff up, but it's okay. Like, give me your Kristen Shea wisdom there from doing a lot of content online over the years.
So this is my view now. This was not my view then. I mean, I grew up saying I wanted to have a talk show. Like when I was a kid, like I want to be a teacher, I want to be a nurse. Like it was like I want to have a talk show. Like I want to be a sportscaster. So like I think there are some people that have a natural inclination for it. That being said, we can come back to this. Like there's a ton of content that you can create that doesn't require you to like speak like to speak to a camera. Like there's so many other ways. In fact, a lot of the algorithms right now are moving more towards pictures because attention spans just keep getting shorter. Even the video game is changing. Right now, if I could be completely direct, you have way more to lose by not creating content than you have to lose by making a mistake and embarrassing yourself, which is 100% a guarantee. I went back through my videos, and one of the first videos I did, man, I was wearing a turtleneck that I bought for my new job in finance, glasses. I don't know what was going on with my hair. Shoulders were scrunched. When you talk on a camera, when you talk in camera, it tends to play back slower. It's like objects are closer than they appear in a rear view mirror. It's like objects are like your voice is way faster than it sounds when you're on video. You know what I mean? So it's like this long, it's like this weird like turtleneck, like weird turtle video. Very strange. Super cringe. But you get better. You get better. You get used to it. And then if nothing else, like skills aside, you know, like one of the things we say around here is that language creates, is just by telling yourself, I'm going to make an amazing video. I'm amazing on video, is immediately going to transform the way that you show up. I think there are three like really important things to keep in mind, because I think a lot of times when you go to record or create content, advisors, they feel like they need to be somebody. They need to be an advisor, right? Like, yes, you are an advisor, but like first and foremost, you're a human, right? So you see like the bookshelf, you see the suit, you see the folded hands, you see the graphs, and that's uncomfortable for you, right? Because how often do you get suited and have all these lights pointing at you with like this big bookshelf behind you and you're reading from a transcript? That's not comfortable for you, but it's also not comfortable for your audience. They're not interested. They're not going to watch it. The key word in social media is social. So there are three like core tenets that I have about branding, about content, about business, about life, that I live by. And I think they're important to keep in mind, and should be motivating as much as they are informing. So one, we're in the attention economy. Okay. Economics is founded upon the idea of supply and demand. How do we allocate a resource with a limited supply in a world where we have unlimited demand? So you go back hundreds of years ago, what did that look like? Food, water, shelter. Okay. Fast forward to a first world society, right? Those types of things aren't really that scarce. We have food, we have water. But what is scarce is attention, because we have this abundance of information. So there was a Nobel Prize awarded to an economist. His name is Herbert Simon. In recent years, over the past 10 years, it says we are now in the attention economy. So in an abundance of information, the only thing that's truly scarce is attention. And to go back to the original statement, which is that you have more to lose by not creating content than you do by like, you know, like maybe like making some cringe-worthy videos or content pieces, is that there's an attention inequality gap in the same way that there's a wealth inequality gap, right? And that gap continues to get wider. So the people at the top that are getting the most attention in the industry, on social media, in the business, it doesn't matter what it is, as things move faster, we have more information at our fingertips. They're going to continue to get more information. And the people that are not capturing a lot of attention, it's going to get really hard to catch up. So you not you, literally, maybe you, I don't know. If it's you, that's okay. But if you are, the advisor that's sitting behind a desk, the mahogany desk, and the bookshelf and the suit and like talking about taxes, you're not winning in the attention economy, because the key word in social media is social. That feels like work. It feels like going to a doctor's office. It feels like going to meet with a lawyer. It's not the immediate attention span of all the other things that you're competing with, right? So right above you, maybe a meme about your favorite football team, and right below that, maybe a funny video of a kid, falling and slipping on ice cream. You're not winning that war for attention. So you have to, moving into my second branding tenet, you have to be human. Okay. It's not B2B. It's not B2C. It's H to H. It's human to human. People do business with people. So who are you as a person? Do you love wearing Hawaiian shirts? Do you love walking the trail behind your house? Was there something that you thought about today, or you came across in business that you're like, or in a conversation with your spouse, you're like, you know what, that was really interesting. And you can just be in your space and talk about it as a human, not as an advisor, but as a human, with the intention of connecting and maybe adding some value to other humans. You're going to get way more traction there, and you're going to have a lot more fun doing it. And then 3, I want you to like double down. So we're in the attention economy. That's 1. 2, it's not B2B, it's not B2C, it's the H to H. But 3, right now, and this touches on both, you have to be magnetic, right? And I think we've done this in our business, because we are both attracting and repelling. A lot of time when you think about a magnet, you think, okay, like I need to be magnetic, I need to attract people. But what you forget is that magnets work both ways. They attract and they repel. And the stronger you are repelling, the stronger those attractions are, even if you're pushing more people away.
It's actually the easiest way to be as authentic and true to yourself, if you're brave enough to do it. And I'll tell you, I don't know that there's a human on the planet that says, I wish that person was faker. Like I wish they were a little more fake. What people are attracted to, from my experience, is people that are real and true to themselves. Even if they disagree with who they are, they at least respect. It goes back to Tim Tebow. What did he say? I don't care about being liked, but I do want to be respected. And people will respect if you are, here's what I stand for, here's who I am. Might not necessarily be what you stand for, but here's me. And so much of that, I go back to early podcasts. The imposter syndrome is real for everybody, if they're honest. The little voice in your head of like, oh, was that video good? Was it bad? But the moment you free yourself, and maybe this is the stoic in me, of like, all I can do is try to add value out there to who I believe to be my audience. Yes. And not overthink it. And like, guess what? At the end of the day, it's the internet. So half the people are going to hate it. Half the people might love it if you're lucky. And then don't get all caught up in like, if somebody puts a negative comment, because as long as you serve 1 or 2 people that are out there feeling your vibe, cool. Like that's what being a human is. It's like, can I serve others and help others? And guess what? If you do that enough, all of it comes back and all will be good in the world.